Hello there, and a very warm welcome. If you're watching this, I'm willing to bet you know the deep frustration of having your sleep sliced in two. It's something so many of us start to deal with over the years. But what if I told you that a real solution might not be in the medicine cabinet, but sitting right there in your fruit bowl? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to explore.
Does this ring a bell? You get to bed, you finally drift off, and then, boom. Like clockwork, your eyes snap open. You look at the clock. It's 2 a.m., maybe 3 a.m., and you're wide awake for one reason. You have to get up. Again.
It's more than just being tired, isn't it? It's frustrating. You get back into bed, but now your mind is buzzing, and that deep, peaceful sleep you need so badly feels a million miles away. Well, I want you to know you're in exactly the right place. There's a simple, wonderfully natural solution that might just change everything. Okay, let's dive into this. So, to really fix this problem, we first have to understand what's actually going on inside our bodies. This isn't just some random thing happening to you, it's a real physiological change. And you know what? Understanding it is the very first step to taking back control of your nights.
It really boils down to three main reasons. Three key things that happen that make these nighttime wake-up calls so much more common, especially after we turn 60. And once you see what they are, the solution we're about to talk about will make perfect sense.
All right, first up, there's a hormone called vasopressin. The best way to think of it is as the night manager for your kidneys. When we're younger, it sends out a strong signal every night telling them, okay, team, time to slow down production. But as we get older, our bodies just don't make as much of it. The signal gets weaker. So your kidneys, they just keep working the day shift right through the night. Second, the bladder itself changes. It can get a lot more, sensitive. It's kind of like a faulty gas gauge in a car. It starts sending these frantic, I'm full signals to your brain, even when it might only be halfway there. That false alarm is more than enough to pull you right out of a deep sleep. And the third reason, it's all about simple gravity. Think about it. All day long, as you're sitting or standing, fluid naturally pools a bit in your lower legs and ankles. Well, when you finally lie down flat in bed, where does all that fluid go? It gets reabsorbed back in your bloodstream, and that creates a sudden rush of work for your kidneys, right when you want them to be at their quietest. So let's recap. We've got a weaker hormone signal, a jumpy bladder, and a late-night flood of fluid. It sounds like a tough combination. So what in the world could possibly help with all of that? The answer, believe it or not, is wonderfully simple and probably in your kitchen right now. The humble banana. Now, before you think this sounds like an old wives' tale, I want to be clear. This is about biology. There are 4 specific scientific ways that a single banana, when eaten correctly, directly counters the very issues we just talked about. It's like nature's own little toolkit for a peaceful night. Let's break down exactly how this little powerhouse works. First, remember that sensitive bladder lining? Well, bananas are very low in acid, which means they're incredibly gentle and won't cause any irritation. Second, they are packed with potassium. This is crucial because potassium helps relax the smooth muscles of the bladder, which helps prevent those spasms that send false alarms. Third, they're a great source of magnesium. Magnesium is incredible. It calms the nerves not just in your bladder, but all through your body, including your brain. It helps you get into a deeper, more peaceful sleep. And finally, they contain tryptophan. That's an amino acid your brain uses to make its own natural sleep aids, serotonin and melatonin. Okay, this next part is absolutely crucial. It's not enough to just eat a banana. To really get these amazing benefits, it's all about the how and the when. You need to follow a very simple but very specific nightly ritual. So let's walk through it step by step. All right, here's the plan. It's just 4 simple steps. Step 1 is timing. This is so important. You need to eat your banana between 5 and 6 p.m., ideally an hour or so after an early dinner. This gives your body plenty of time to process it. Step 2, the type of banana. You want one medium, perfectly ripe one. The ideal is yellow with just a few brown spots. If it's too green, it can cause bloating, and if it's too brown and mushy, it's mostly sugar. Step 3, the method. Eat it by itself and at room temperature. No smoothies, no cereal, just the banana. And for step 4, here's a great little bonus. Have it with 5 to 7 almonds.
That'll give you an extra boost of that wonderful calming magnesium.
Okay, so you have the ritual down. That's fantastic. But now we need to talk about how to protect your progress, because it's just as important to know what not to do. Let's look at a few really common evening habits that can completely undo all your good work. I want you to think of your evening plan like a traffic light. In the green light zone, you've got your banana and your almonds. They're good to go. But after 7 p.m., everything in this red light zone is a definite stop. That means no acidic fruits like oranges or pineapple. They can really irritate the bladder. No watery foods like a big bowl of soup or watermelon. Definitely no diuretic drinks like tea or coffee, which literally tell your body to make more urine. And stay away from salty snacks because they just make you thirsty. And please, whatever you do, resist that urge to drink a just-in-case glass of water before you turn out the light. That's almost a guarantee you'll be waking up later. And there you have it. The science behind why this happens, the simple solution nature provides, and the exact steps to take. This isn't about some huge, drastic lifestyle change. It's a small, gentle shift, a simple invitation, really, to start working with your body instead of against it. So here's my invitation to you. Let's just call it a little personal experiment. I'm not asking for a lifelong commitment. Just try this. Follow the ritual, avoid the red light foods, and do it for just 3 nights. That's it. And just notice. Notice how you feel. Notice if your nights start to change. I really want you to remember this. You might just find that something as small, as simple as one banana, eaten in just the right way at just the right time, could be the very thing that gives you back that priceless gift of deep, wonderful, unbroken sleep. I truly hope this has been helpful for you. If you'd like more simple, science-backed ideas for thriving in your best years, please think about subscribing to our channel. And hey, if this made you think of a friend or a family member who's also tossing and turning, maybe share this with them. You never know how much it could help. You can check out some of our other videos right over here. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you a truly peaceful sleep tonight.